Ghana is on the verge of an agricultural revolution that promises to change the lives of thousands of farmers, transform rural communities, and position the nation as a formidable food-producing powerhouse in West Africa. The stage is set for a remarkable leap forward, and at the heart of this transformation is a bold and ambitious government initiative, one that goes beyond mere policy announcements and into real, impactful action on the ground. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. President John Dramani Mahama has laid out a sweeping plan to revolutionize agriculture in Ghana by investing in large-scale irrigation and agro-industrial infrastructure, a move that is already generating excitement across the country, especially in the northern regions where the need for such intervention has been most critical. Speaking during a significant courtesy visit from the overlord of Dagbon, Yana Abukari II, President Mahama outlined the scale and depth of this new initiative. He revealed that over 100,000 hectares of farmland in Nasia, Dungu, and Bohulu are set to benefit from a comprehensive irrigation project under the Northern Savannah Economic Transformation Program, known as NSETP. This is not just a promise. This is a blueprint for tangible transformation, a plan designed to not only increase food production, but to create thousands of jobs for the youth and unlock the untapped economic potential of Ghana's vast northern landscape. For far too long, Ghana's agricultural fortunes have rested in the hands of the skies, reliant on rainfall that has become increasingly erratic due to the growing impacts of climate change. In a country where agriculture remains the backbone of the economy, this dependency has posed a persistent risk, leaving farmers vulnerable and food supply chains unstable. But this time, the government has resolved to rewrite that story. Through irrigation, year-round farming will become the new normal. And that, according to President Mahama and his government, is the key to unlocking a wave of prosperity that could ripple across the entire nation. The initiative, dubbed Irrigation for Wealth Creation, is as ambitious as it is urgent. The numbers are staggering. Ghana currently irrigates just 1.6% of its 1.9 million hectares of arable, irrigable land. In stark contrast, the West African regional average stands at 13.9%. This discrepancy paints a clear picture of the challenge ahead, but also the enormous opportunity. The government's vision is to close this gap by embarking on a phased rollout of irrigation projects across 8 carefully selected regions: Volta, Haute, Central, Northeast, Northern, Savannah, Upper West, and Upper East. These regions were chosen for their strategic importance and agricultural potential. Each one will become a pillar in Ghana's new agricultural framework, bringing stability, productivity, and wealth to farming communities that have long struggled under the weight of uncertainty. What sets this initiative apart is not just its scale, but the depth of its integration with local economies and traditional authorities. The government has made it a point to work hand in hand with regional ministers and traditional leaders. It is no coincidence that the announcement came during a high-profile engagement between the presidency and the respected Dagbon Traditional Authority. In Ghana, development cannot succeed without the backing of the chiefs, the custodians of land and culture. Recognizing this, Mahama's administration is forging powerful alliances between the state and traditional governance systems to ensure a smooth and community-centered rollout of these life-changing projects. And the benefits are as diverse as they are transformative. In the towns of Yendi, Savalug, and Salaga, plans are already underway to establish agro-processing hubs that will form the backbone of a new rural economy. These hubs will be more than just factories. They will be centers of opportunity, providing direct and indirect employment, fostering entrepreneurship, and reducing post-harvest losses that have long plagued Ghana's farming communities. Imagine farmers in Salaga not only growing rice and maize, but processing it, packaging it, and selling it with higher profit margins. Imagine women in Savalugu not only collecting shea nuts, but having access to modern processing centers that allow them to export premium-grade shea butter to international markets. This is the future that the government is promising, and the blueprint is already being executed. The ripple effects of these interventions are expected to reach far beyond the fields. The development of strong market linkages in places like Torlan and Sabzirigu will make sure that what is produced in the villages reaches buyers in the cities and even across borders. Ghana will no longer be a passive consumer of imported agricultural products, but an active exporter of processed goods. This shift is not just about agriculture, it's about national pride, food sovereignty, and economic independence. A critical part of this strategy is to engage the youth. Over 8,000 young farmers are set to benefit directly from this program, and even more will find employment opportunities in construction, logistics, processing, and marketing. This is more than a job creation program, it's a youth empowerment movement. It offers a compelling alternative to urban migration and joblessness by turning farming into a dignified, profitable, and sustainable career choice. For the young man in Yendi or the young woman in Zabzugu, the future is beginning to look a lot brighter. The plan also pays special attention to rural women, especially those involved in shea and cashew processing. Expanded infrastructure in Tamale and processing and other processing zones will allow women who have historically operated at the margins of the economy to now take center stage. With better facilities, training, and access to markets, these women will no longer be subsistence producers. They will become business owners, exporters, and contributors to a growing national economy. In every bag of shea butter produced, in every crate of cashew processed, there will be a story of resilience, growth, and empowerment. But none of this would be possible without the leadership at the Ministry of Food and Agriculture, which has taken this initiative with the seriousness it deserves. Under the guidance of Minister Eric Opoku, the ministry is driving home a clear and consistent message. Ghana must no longer depend solely on rain-fed agriculture. We must build the infrastructure, train the farmers, engage the private sector, and create policies that support a resilient, diversified agricultural sector. The ministry is not just issuing directives, it is mobilizing stakeholders, aligning regional development plans, and ensuring that every CD invested brings measurable results. As bulldozers begin to clear land for irrigation canals, as community meetings shape local project priorities, and as young farmers register for training programs, the promise of agricultural transformation is quickly becoming a lived reality. It is a reality that holds the potential to change the fortunes of entire regions, to make Ghana food self-sufficient, and to finally give farming communities the tools and support they've been asking for. In many ways, this is about reclaiming the future, a future where Ghanaian farmers are not at the mercy of the weather, but are masters of their own productivity. A future where young people see agriculture as a calling, not a last resort. A future where rural women are not sidelined, but are leaders in their own right. A future where Ghana's food systems are resilient, inclusive, and profitable. President Mahama's message is clear. Ghana is ready to rise, and this time it will rise from its farms. It will rise from the sweat of its people and the strength of its soil. From Nasia to Salaga, from Tamale to Torlan, the seeds of prosperity are being planted, quite literally. And with the right vision, infrastructure, and commitment, there is no limit to what can grow. So as the sun rises over the vast farmlands of the north, casting long shadows over newly laid irrigation canals and the quiet hum of tractors breaking new ground, the nation watches with cautious optimism. This is not just about crops, it's about a new Ghana, self-reliant, food secure, and brimming with opportunity. And for those paying attention, it's clear, the harvest of Ghana's future has just begun.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.